and welcome back to another episode of Ultras 11. I'm Joe.
And I'm Alex.
And we're joined with Marco Perricone again.
And I'm Marco.
Yeah. We didn't just say that. He's Marco. We wanted him a couple weeks ago because the Roma Milan game happened.
Yeah,
he's too busy. He's too
busy
for us.
Too busy. He's really sick.
We had to schedule him in. It was a whole thing.
Yeah, scheduling
we had to get in touch with his people. And
mainly I didn't want to talk to Joe about that game. But
yeah, really popular guy, this guy.
You're trying to avoid him.
Before we get to the nitty-gritty, buy our merchandise.
Just buy it.
Yeah.
Just buy it,
Perry, you're going to buy it, right?
Yeah, I already bought it.
See?
Buy it.
Buy it.
Just buy it, guys.
Buy it.
I don't know if you guys have seen yet. We put up a new video promoting some of our new stuff. If you guys want to go check that stuff out.
Pretty crazy, actually.
I got that Messi already coming in. Hopefully,
Yeah,
I'm hoping to have it by next episode to show it off.
Oh, that goat line is actually crazy.
Yeah. Dude, I'm kind of excited for it.
We made one specially for Perry. It's just about Maldini, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a custom one for him. Just put a little picture of a pear right in the middle of the crest.
Lock in like 5.
Wait,
it'll be part of
No, Maldini.
Oh,
it'll be part of the goat collection.
The pear collection. Just put pears on just put a pear on the shoulder blade or something.
It'll be a pear line. I like it.
But after that, yeah, Haaland scored a hat trick. I'm not good with the segues sometimes, guys.
Can't be stopped.
You've been too good. You've been too good recently.
I have to stop.
You gotta step your game up now.
Let me have a sip of water. Watch.
He's coming off a sickness, Joe, now, but he's getting better. He's getting there.
Yeah, we're learning. My mind is still a little foggy from being sick. I don't know why.
He had a rough week, but he's recovered now. He's all good.
We're getting back into it. The cough is still here, but whatever.
The good thing was, the only thing that came out of that whole sickness was probably the amount of soccer that you were able to watch in the last week.
Dude, it was pretty. Honestly, I'm kind of glad that there's so much going on.
Yeah.
Like with every league, like there's always a game every day. I have something.
I can't remember when it was like this.
Well, World Cup technically.
No, but I'm saying like in the past with like league play, when you would look at your phone and you would see like all these games being played.
You'd have to wait for the weekend to come, and then it's like, okay, I gotta try to figure out how to watch it all.
Yeah, you would have those midweek games every once in a while, but then it wouldn't really happen as much.
Cup soccer kind of sucks in comparison to like league play.
Yeah,
like cup soccer, like there's those cute little underdog stories of like a second division team doing something, but it's kind of boring.
When you're competing for like real trophies, like those ones don't really mean anything. I find,
and I feel like now just with the amount of games and like
no, Per's only saying that because they lost to Torino.
Dude, we're fucking terrible. I don't even talk about that right now.
It's but you know what, the thing that can at least look at is that they're still in a good position in the table. And they're still in Champions League.
Yeah, they have to wake up.
Milan?
They got to wake up 100%.
They have to wake up. But they keep playing the way they've been playing this last month.
Yeah, at least they're not in a position where they still have to climb, and now they're struggling.
Yeah.
They're kind of good, but they can't slip up now. Like they're only like Roma's right behind them, Inter's right behind them. So
Napoli's running away with
Napoli's kind of running away, but I mean, you still have those two teams behind you. You still want to hold that spot. Yeah. Even Lazio, Atalanta, like it's all close. Hey, Lazio's still close there too, man. Sarri's gonna pull off something.
Per, I want to ask you now. Do you think like with Milan that like something's going wrong with Pioli's tactics, or do you just think
they look lost out there?
It's like one of those like since they're coming back from the World Cup, because a lot of teams look like they're inconsistent after this World Cup.
What I will say is what I'm seeing like is Giroud. With all the game time he's getting, he can't play that many minutes.
No.
Yeah.
Like last year was a lot easier. You had Ibra, they were splitting minutes, but with Ibra being out all year. He can't play all these minutes by himself.
Even Rebic too. Rebic, I feel like too. He'll play like a couple games, and I see like he got injured again. He pulled something.
Yeah, it's too much on Giroud.
And it's going all on Giroud right now.
Well, isn't that why they got Divock Origi? Wasn't he supposed to be that guy
Have you watched that guy play?
No, I know, but I mean,
he's fucking terrible.
Yeah,
it's crazy because I thought he was like somewhat decent, like
especially as like a super sub. I didn't think he was gonna come in and be a starter for Milan, but like as a super sub, like I still kind of like, hey. He was doing it with Liverpool. Like he was known to be like that. He was like for NBA, like that sixth man. That's what he was.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying that too.
Like, he was that guy.
Prem rejects in general usually thrive within Serie A. You know what I mean? So like a guy like Origi who had like raw ability, I thought he would have done
exactly. I thought he was going to be doing better, but I mean, like at the games I've seen him come on or that he played, you can just ask Per. Like you get nothing. He did not look good enough to be on that team.
To Kentelar, when he came out, he was looking good. He's been looking pretty mid too the last couple games. But like they can't get nothing going.
with him, at least you still he's still young, so
yeah,
he
yeah,
could
100%.
he kind of hope for
look
Tonali.
at Tonali last year. He was slower last year.
2 years ago.
2 years.
Yeah,
last year he was phenomenal.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry, he was slower, and then he got that. He kind of adjusted to the league. He came out and he looked amazing.
I mean, he was already just the league he was playing with Brescia.
Yeah, but Brescia, Milan.
No,
yeah, but
I just think, but again,
gameplay.
taking that next step. But dude, that the difference you saw, that first year, I remember me and Per talking. We're he was saying to me, he's like, honestly, I don't even give a fuck if Milan don't keep him because he's not what he was. He was showing he looked phenomenal with Brescia, but then he would play games with Milan and he didn't look good enough.
Per also jumps the gun right away with players.
He does. He gets a little bit excited, but then
he loved Hakan.
But then okay, but then
now,
I would him
now
too.
Even
the way
Hakan,
the whole situation and the way he's still going at it. Dude, shut up.
Dude, that guy's a loser.
Dude, shut up.
Now he's a loser.
I'm not even a Milan fan. Dude.
So wait,
enough is enough.
Do you think just overall exhaustion, from no depth with the striker?
100%. It's ever since they came back from the World Cup. That's what I'm seeing. Everyone just looks tired. They just can't get nothing going.
You look at the World Cup. Giroud was still playing pretty much.
He was starting with France, and France went the golden mile, right?
It's not he has that age to him now. He can still give you those good games, but at the end of the day, he's not gonna. He doesn't have the longevity throughout the whole season. To be playing every game like he used to be able to. It's gonna catch up to him, and he's gonna pick back up. You're gonna see him catch that form again, but I think now he's gonna be quiet for a little bit. But that's where the other guys got to step up.
Yeah.
Leao being this guy that's 120 mil, he's got to be stepping up a lot more now.
Yeah,
he's got to pick up that slack.
Well, I mean, on the topic of Serie A and going downhill, Juve was investigated again.
Yes.
We talked about this, I feel roughly a month ago, right before the World Cup started.
That's when it kind of that whole thing. It kind of just came about, and then it kind of got shut down.
And there was a rumor about their whole finance thing and how they're cheating with the bookkeeping stuff like that, whatever. But now recently, over the weekend, they were actually found guilty. And originally the rumor was they were just going to get fines and this and that. And then it went to they were going to be deducted 9 points, and now they got deducted 15 points.
It happened so fast.
Now, Al, I'm going to ask you, because you're the Juve fan, do you think that is just?
I mean, the situation itself, they should be punished. If they were Agnelli, whoever was doing whatever they did, going against the book, saying players were this much when they only got this much or whatever it was, they should be punished. I agree 100%. Even if you want to fine Juve or if you want to, give them a transfer ban. Because, again, you're playing with money, you should get a transfer ban. The points is where I don't agree. Because at the end of the day, they didn't do anything that affected it, something in the match.
Yeah.
Milan, in 2006, when they fixed, along with Juve, fixed games, Milan got minus 15 points for what they did.
Yeah.
Juve got the same thing for doing something with the books. If anything, give them a 2-year transfer ban. They've done it to Chelsea. They've done it to Milan. Yep. Teams have gotten a transfer ban, so it's not it's never happened. Why don't they give them that? Or okay, you stay where you are, but next year, whatever you finish, no matter if you finish first, second, third, fourth, whatever, you're no Europe. You're out of Europe. Do that because at least whatever. Yeah, they can still fight for first place, but whatever, they're not getting Europe. But the fact that they took the points away is just where it's not just me. At first I thought it was me that was going crazy. I was like, you know what the fuck's happening? Why did they just take the 15 points? But then I go on Twitter, and it's not even just Juve accounts. I do follow a lot, but I'll see I'll go on Serie A threads and stuff and whatever, and just read. And it people are saying obviously you get the people chirping and whatever. You get that. It's the fans, the rivalry. But you get those I've seen a lot of fans of other teams saying you know what, they should be punished, they should be fined, whatever it is, but the points doesn't make sense. Why are you punishing the team when it was the management doing all this shady stuff?
Yeah. But at the end of the day, taking away Europe is pretty much the same thing as taking away points.
It is, but it's just
that's wrong. Actually,
it is. You're fighting for Europe at that point. You know what I mean?
But it's just the fact that of the taking away the points and then you finish a lot lower. It's just a visual thing.
Yes, but
because at the
realistically,
end of the day,
if you're getting it taken away,
Napoli, let's just say Napoli starts dropping points, and Juve let's just say they went on a run, and Juve ended up coming first place. Yeah, we're not going to get Europe, but we'd still win Serie A.
Yeah, but I feel that's still kind of a weird flex. We won the league, but
Okay,
everybody else go to Europe.
You're banned from Europe for a year, dude. Other teams, it's happened to other teams.
But at the same time, you're still.
I know what you're saying, huh?
You're still winning the league off of cheating at the end of the day.
But it's not. But how's it cheating towards the league? It's not like we acquired these players because of that.
That's exactly what it is. You're acquiring players because you're fixing the books.
No, they're just stretching it along.
So that you can sign more players and you have more money to play with. And then you got teams like Milan, and we haven't even signed a player for over fucking 40 million.
Because, I've said it before. Milan now, ever since the new guys came in, you see that Milan's doing it straight because they're letting guys walk. The guys are saying, hey, I want 8 mil. Milan's saying, okay, we can give you 5.
Here's $20.
No, we want 8.
Okay. Washing machine.
Here's a packet of cigarettes.
So, like, right now, the guys that are at Milan right now, they're not fucking around. Yeah, okay, Agnelli was shady. I've said it before. He was like he did sketch shit. It was good at the beginning, and then the money got
though is because you guys are public shareholders. Are you not?
That's the problem. That's the biggest thing.
When the investigation started, it was because the Italian government actually started the investigation.
It wasn't even like a European thing or like a UEFA thing or anything like that.
Because that's public shareholders. Like that's you're affecting a lot more people than just.
Then my other point is okay. If you want to keep the 15 points, whatever, you're gonna keep it like that. What about now the other teams that have also done the same thing? All those teams that went to the trial, they were all small teams like Bari, whatever it was, Cesena, like all those smaller teams.
They all what are they fixing? Do $20?
No, they were doing the same. They were doing the same thing to get to show they were making more money. Yeah. They actually had like proof and everything. They were all getting fines. At the end of it, literally the only one that stood was Juve. All theirs got acquitted. They're not even looking at other teams. We've said it in the past with Inter that they sold these 2 youth guys who never played a professional match for a combined total of 30 mil. I can't even remember their names.
Even that Napoli deal.
Napoli with Osimhen. That deal, I don't care what you say. Okay, yeah, they gave the 50 mil, which apparently they didn't even pay the full thing. Plus,
the deal was
20 mil made up with Carnizes and 3 guys again that haven't even made a professional appearance. That you're going to value them at 20 mil for these 4 guys? Are you like, dude? That right there, you're telling me, and De Laurentiis especially. Like, why aren't they looking at this? If they look at this now and Napoli gets the same thing, okay, sure. You know what? I still gonna feel shitty, but at least I know it's not just Juve. Yeah.
But at the end of the day, the reason
they're attacking
the reason you guys are getting so looked into is because the Italian government looked into you guys. So you can't say like the European Soccer League should be looking at them because at the end of the day, that's not who was looking at you.
But that's what it started.
But now it's gonna open up a whole.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
But it started from the Italian league that escalated it to the Italian government.
So now you're gonna see a lot more teams. Because I feel
that's the problem. That's the problem with Italy. Italians don't want to see other Italians win. They're all fucking selfish because, dude, you're telling me this shit happens in Spain. This shit happens in fucking England. Look at, dude, Barca was $1 billion in debt. Then they got all this sketchy shit, and now they're clear.
I'm still trying to figure out.
That is a greater.
They're $1 million, and then they started signing everybody.
That's a greater comeback story than LeBron's hairline, man. It's
Barca and Real Madrid hate each other.
Yeah.
They cannot stand each other. Once did you hear Florentino?
Don't look at them because then you're gonna look at you.
Did you see Florentino Perez come out once saying anything? You should investigate. He shut up because he knows he's doing it. They're doing it. Atletico's every team's doing it, even in England. But everyone shuts up because they know, hey, it's better for the league. Let's try to grow the league so we get more money. Italians are like, oh, fuck that guy. Let's fuck him. I started
laughing when I was like reading up into the nitty gritty and whatever. James Horncastle wrote like an article for The Athletic, and literally it starts off with, in quotations, only in Italy. A quotation you'd only hear if you're Italian, and it's literally thrown around like it's nothing, and it's actually very true.
Like Italians love these scandals. Like I don't get it. Like, yeah, okay. I'm not saying we didn't do it. We probably did do whatever. Like, we did cheat. We did. We fucking fucked up the books. We lied. But other teams did too.
I mean, if you were to use, for an example, like, look at what Chelsea's literally doing right now.
I'm sorry, hold on. Before you get into the Chelsea, what did Chievo Verona do in 2003?
Oh, yeah.
What did they do in 2003?
Back in 2003, they were actually doing something like this with the books in order to stay within, like, X amount, stay within, like, so they don't show negatives.
Yeah.
The only difference with Chievo and Juve is the publicly traded thing, and that's why, like, I guess maybe more harsher punishments weren't issued, but they were still fined, and I think they got like a transfer ban or something like that.
Transfer ban. They got fined and transfer ban.
But it's just because it's Juve, and I hate saying that. Like, I hate fucking giving these Juve fans that kind of credit and whatever.
Yeah, but at the end of the day,
it's because it's a big team.
What are you gonna do with Chievo?
Exactly. What are you going to risk?
We're going to take away 10 points. Okay.
You take away 10 points.
Where are we going?
We're getting relegated.
They get relegated.
You take 10 mil away. All right, we're bankrupt now and folding because we have no money. No. Juve, it's a sad reality to say, and I don't agree with it. But Juve, at least, they have money. They have the ability to withstand anything you throw at them, whether it's like penalty, like fine-wise and shit like that. Penalize them. Points-wise, too, like, yeah, okay, it sucks that they're out of Europe. Could they still make a push to make it into Europe? Yeah, I mean...
What do we Conference League?
Hey, yeah, I'm just saying.
But still, it's better than them just taking away Europe completely. Yeah. Like, at least they're giving a fighting chance.
There's still a fighting chance. I'm not agreeing with any of it because the only thing I'll agree with you when you said, like, it doesn't involve their performance or, like, them on the field. Yeah. So I do understand that. But at the same time...
It does involve field play because there's players on the field that wouldn't be able to be there unless there was sketchy stuff happening with the books.
Exactly. Financially, they wouldn't have been able to purchase.
But they still would. No, they still would have been able to. It's just they would have been at the end of that year. They would have just shown a negative,
and they would have been an FFP like Roma is in every year.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then you would have still then had a transfer ban.
How do you know? We could maybe we would have got the Man City treatment and got a $15,000 fine.
You're not Man City. You're not Man City. You don't have that kind of money.
The only reason this all happened is because Agnelli was the main face of the Super League, and Juve stayed in it. That's literally the only way.
Chefrin has it out for you.
No, but the only way. No, because you guys are public traders.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, fuck the public. You know what? Hey, at least we weren't. What do you think would have happened if Juve was giving referees Rolex watches, Joe?
Okay, dude. You know what? You want to keep bringing this up. Roma gave referees Rolex watches because they needed to tell the time.
For what?
That's a good point, actually.
They need to tell the time. How do you officiate a game without knowing?
When did they give them these?
It was around 2001.
2001, eh?
Yeah. Around. These guys can't even prove
anything. Do you remember what year they won the Scudetto?
Was it 2000 something?
Yeah.
I can't put my...
Juve fans are so bitter because Hidetoshi Nakata scored a fucking
out of nowhere. Yeah. Roma wins their first Scudetto the same year that they're just as a thank you giving referees Rolex watches before the game.
Yeah, the Sensi's had money and they said, "Hey, bello, that watch looks a little old."
That was Juve when you're being fucking Serie D.
Yeah, no, it's people helping people. Modern day Robin Hood stuff like that. You wouldn't get it. You guys are crooks.
Why is the referee wearing a $40,000 watch right now? Holy fuck, yo!
Is that a tag on it?
Is that brand new?
Regardless,
no. I had this.
Yeah, no, I think it was just Roma being good guys. That's what it had
dude, you guys are misunderstanding this whole thing. See, I like that.
Thanks, I get it. Roma just being good people.
We're not like Juve fixing bucks over here. Yeah, we're so rich, dude.
You guys have to. You guys have fucking one trophy. Your bonsai tree takes more space in that trophy.
We don't have a bonsai tree anymore.
And it still takes up more space.
Destructed. Wow, it was destroyed.
And it still takes up more space than any trophies.
It's non-existent. We didn't water that poor thing. Regardless of that, I want to know what you guys think this means.
What do you? You asked me already. What do you think about this now? Coming from a Roma fan, that really you're kind of like a neutral because you're not like
because we're irrelevant.
No, you're not.
We're above you guys right now.
Yeah, for now, man.
Whatever.
Remember this happened last year, Joe. This happened last year. Remember that?
I'll talk to people in 10th place.
How did that end out with you? How did that end out when you sent me that screenshot?
I take that back. But regardless, my thing is just I try to think about the bigger picture. I try to think about the bigger picture with all of this, and I think this, yes, okay, it's not just that they punished the points and whatever. They should have maybe handed them a transfer ban and a ban from Europe. Not deduct points, but again, like Per said, it's kind of the same thing, so it does make sense then.
But everybody forgets the reason why the league came back from what it was.
But that's what I was going to say.
And Big Star started coming back to the league.
What I was going to say is I think there's more of an implication on the league itself. Why would anybody, besides the fact that Italy's broke, and their TV deal is 75 mil, whereas the Prem is 650 mil. You know, there's levels to this. First off, there's already a financial crisis within Italy, and now one of the top dogs, you're pegging them down and making them even less attractive to go to because you're knocking them out of Europe. Mm-hmm. So for me, it's...
And not even that part, too. I feel even just the whole, controversy and everything around them, it's not players aren't going to look at that and be like, oh, I want to go to Juve.
For me, there's bigger implications to the league itself. And that point that I'm making right now, I was going to ask you guys, what do you think the implications to the league are? But for me, that's the bigger picture. It's not even so much the individual team, it's the league itself. But in 2006, there was a huge scandal. How many teams were involved in that made us look like a bunch of clowns. And it's all investigated within. It's never a governing body of Europe or whatever. It's always investigated within and whatever. Now, I don't condone cheating in any way, but that's a fucking issue, man. What player would want to play for something like that where everything's crooked? But yeah, I think the league is just going to shambles. And if Napoli, who could be the 4th different winner in 4 years, which is from an entertainment perspective, that's actually kind of crazy.
And it still hasn't been Roma.
But now, yes, relax. Our time will come soon.
Maybe you'll be the 5th.
Maybe this year. No, I'm kidding. But that's what if Napoli gets that points deduction, do you know how bad that looks too?
That's what I mean.
Like it looks even worse that your first place team now is dropping to what? 10th place as well? Because whatever?
Sorry, at the end of the day, if this thing sticks, I know now the Juve is going to fight it, whatever. Probably nothing's going to happen. If it sticks, you don't think Juve is going to say, okay, you know what? Fuck you. You guys came for us. They're going to throw everyone under the bus. They're going to say, they're going to start investigations of this team, this team, this team. And it's going to start a whole thing. And the league's going to go to shit.
Per, what do you think? Do you think...
I think the league's already gone to shit, to be honest with you.
No, but dude, like, it was on such a rise, man, from like what it was in 06. Like, you actually saw like people wanting to come to Italy. You saw like...
Yeah, but at the end of the day, you come to Italy for 2 years, then you got the Prem throwing fucking 80 million at somebody, and you're like, he's got to go for 80 million, and then you're back in the same shithole again. We're just growing players. That's all we're doing. The league's it's become embarrassing.
So you're saying that has no implication on the league because the league was already trash?
It's getting there. You can't compete. All I'm saying is you can't compete. The league can't compete.
You can.
And that's why the whole Super League thing was being pushed. Because that's the only way.
We already got a Super League.
Dude, wait 10 years. England. I know, but I'm saying wait 10 years. I think in the next 10 years, if everything goes the way it is and like nothing changes, you're going to see such a big gap between the Prem and all the other leagues.
What? But whose fault is that?
Which you're already seeing.
But the only thing saving it is that the fact that like Real Madrid, Barca, Atletico, Sevilla, Villarreal, they're staying relevant in Europe.
Anytime there's a good
they're staying
player
relevant in Europe.
Anytime there's a good player out there who's knocking at the door, who are you waiting to make a deal with you?
Either Prem or Real Madrid.
If Serie A comes to look at me, okay, no, don't worry, it's fine.
Well,
look, the Portuguese league. Don't worry, dude. We'll find something. You're waiting for the Prem to come knocking at your door.
Look at even with Zaniolo. Like Milan's the only team that has concrete interest in Zaniolo to like buy him outright and stuff like that. No, we're waiting for the Prem. Why? Because he knows if he goes there, he gets paid.
Money's gonna be. No.
He's not gonna get paid at Milan. No offense or anything. No, they're gonna offer him fucking 25 cents and
I don't want to offend you, Joe, but I don't think Zaniolo's the type of player that's gonna bring Prem attraction.
Well, he thinks he is.
Yeah.
Sorry. He doesn't. His agent does.
Yeah. But what's he done on Roma besides tear both his ACLs?
I told you before, man. He's trying to push this move now because he wants an insurance. He sees that he's not playing as well. He has 2 torn ACLs that were fixed. He wants to get a bigger deal as like an insurance thing for him to say, okay, you know what? I'll be at least getting paid. Let's say if I fucking tear another ACL, my career's done. At least I'll be making $6.5 million for 5 years.
Well, that's why he's pushing the whole Prem agenda, and
that's where he's gonna get the money.
To me, like I feel like I want to go back to the comment that you made. Like we already have a Super League with the Premier League. I feel like a lot of people want to attack the Premier League and say like it's not fair. They're spending this, they're doing that, like all this stuff.
They did everything right.
But I was gonna say, how do you? You can't really like.
It's more of a jealous. I don't hate them. It's more of a jealous thing, just because like
it doesn't even come down to hating them. It's just the league. You can't compete. With it.
Yeah.
You can't. It's annoying unless you start a Super League or something. There's nothing to compete with. It's just going to be the Prem getting better, and then you're waiting for a Cinderella story from somebody else.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like, and realistically speaking, even if there is some sort of Cinderella story, look at the investors that go to the Premier League in comparison to the investors that go to other leagues and teams and stuff like that, right? Like the City Group, they own other teams.
Yeah.
But if you look at the teams they own, it's all teams in like the second division or different leagues or whatever, and they're literally just feeding Manchester City.
Yeah.
Or like they're taking on Manchester City's youth players to make it like whatever. And they're building like a global brand. Mm-hmm. You know, and where in Italy, like one of our owners is a newspaper company owner. How much is he fucking worth? $30? Like, you look at the Prem, then the poorest owner is probably worth something in the billions.
Because that's where they're going to make their money, so that's where they're going to invest their money.
They're okay with foreign owners. You look at in Italy, the biggest thing is, we want an Italian owner. When Roma was bought by Americans, everyone thought we were scum because we had Americans buying us. And it's like, no. At the end of the day, they're actually injecting money. You know, Juve as Agnelli, that family's been rich.
They're more smart with their money, Americans. They'll inject the money, but they're not going to go crazy with like Saudi.
Dude.
Like Saudi will.
Like Milan's been on a better path. Why? Because the Americans came, they stabilized the books, they've done everything they can, capital gains,
but then Joe, you look at like the bigger thing, like in the last 5 to like whatever, let's say 5 years.
Yeah.
Milan's been sold, Inter's been sold, Roma's been sold. Not one Saudi investor came in and actually bought. I know there was talk. Oh yeah, they're interested. Then no one actually came in.
There's always talks
because dude, they know, man. Like they're rich. They have stupid amount of money, and they know there's no money to be made in this league. They won't even waste their time investing.
That comes down to how stupid and egotistical Italians are in that regard. That they don't want foreign investors.
That's other than the Super League. That's literally the only way. Like you're gonna have to have the like out of the top 5 teams in Serie A. 3 of them, I would say, have Saudi owners.
Yeah.
And then you'll start seeing them start spending money, the money coming into the league, and then you'll start seeing probably more big name people coming in to buy other teams, and you'll start seeing the league grow.
Yeah.
Or other than that, it's literally the Super League or the Serie A is going to be like a farmer league.
Yeah. Now, switching topics about the Serie A, then the scandal, and fuck you.
We might as well talk about the real Super League now.
Let's talk about the Super League itself, the Premier League, and how Haaland scored another hat-trick.
Human himself.
Last week, we were talking about
my God,
if he was the demise of City. Isn't that crazy?
Holy. Like, it's not even just us, dude. Everyone was talking, oh my God, was he the move? Was he this? I don't know if he's the right man for City.
That's the thing. So a player like that goes on a run where they play like 1 or 2 bad games, and everybody's like, this guy can't score a hat-trick every week?
It's true, actually.
Dude, he's already
What's
getting
he have, 19 goals? Like, what do you want from that guy?
25 goals this season. Just in the Prem.
In 19 games.
Just in the Prem.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's fucked, man. Like, dude, he's actually on another level this season.
Well,
and he's scary as fuck.
In saying that, he has surpassed, Ronaldo's hat-tricks.
In the Prem.
Dude,
now, that's already impressive in its own.
I don't know if I would say that's actually that impressive. First off, only because Ronaldo was playing on the wing on Man U. He was never a number 9 there.
Yeah, he was never like a goal
It's when he moved to Real Madrid.
And it was also when he was at the youngest in his career. You know what I mean?
Don't get me wrong, it's still impressive that within
a wing.
Who?
Ronaldo.
Yeah, but then he shifted to that central position where he always
went. I know, but he always went back to the wing because that was just where he felt more comfortable cutting in.
My question to you guys is, first question, do you think he'll actually, like Haaland, will catch Ronaldo's goals? He currently has 819 goals, Cristiano Ronaldo. So I'm going to start with Marco. 819 goals Ronaldo has, and then Haaland is at 187.
That all comes down to, at the end of the day.
At 22.
If he were to go continuously like this, yeah, but it all comes down to longevity. How long is he going to be able to do this for?
Yeah. That's $1 million.
Is he going to run into injuries? Is he going to be able to play like this at 31, 32, like Ronaldo can at
So say Pica, like Ronaldo was playing for Real Madrid still in his 30s, banging in 35-plus goals a season effortlessly.
Can you get that? Will Haaland be able to do that at his age when he starts slowing down?
Yeah.
That's what it's going to come down to. So if he can continue like this and have a long career, I think 100% he'll be able to.
Yeah.
But like I said, it all comes down to how's his body going to hold up.
Yeah, and he does plan on transferring around. He even said he wants to conquer every league, blah, blah, blah.
He wants to play in every league.
Until he realizes that every league can't give him the money the Premier League can give him.
Yeah, well, I mean, next up for him is probably going to be Real Madrid or Barcelona. And then he'll never go to Italy.
Still trying to figure out where Barcelona's going to get the money from.
Yeah,
don't worry, they'll find it.
Yeah,
they'll sell a piece of Messi's hair for $752 billion. Yeah, and they'll do it. Al, do you think he could do it?
Man, I fucking love him, dude. I think I fucking love Haaland, dude. He's like the way he plays. I think he's gonna go down when he finishes his career as like one of the best number 9s of all time. Like
that's a bold statement.
His finishing ability,
100%.
For the guy that size, like he reminds me so much of a young Ibra. It's crazy. Like I remember, like dude, like watching him, like Haaland play. I swear to God, is like I remember like when Ibra first came to Juve. Watching Ibra play, the way like he was so big, but he was fast. He was fucking good with like Ibra was better with his feet than Haaland, but just having that ability, just like that speed and just like that shot on him, like he was disgusting. And he finds like every way to score.
Yeah,
just like Ibra. Like Ibra the ball's behind him, he does a little fucking back kick and ends up hitting it in.
It's pretty crazy that actually Ibra didn't have more goals and didn't have like a more crazy year, you know what I mean? Like years.
I feel like those for Ibra. I mean, like, I feel like I know he still had crazy numbers at PSG, but I feel like those years kind of like
that
screwed him up.
Yeah.
Like he didn't do nothing in the Champions League. Like it was just that kind of slowed him down. I think in his career, if he didn't make that move and like stayed with
also
like
when he was
Milan
playing
or whatever.
also when he was playing in Serie A, it was a lot more defensive league at the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm pretty sure like strikers would get 20 goals, and it's like, holy fuck, he scored 21 goals there.
God.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was different back then. But like Haaland now, like for me, I think he only gets better from here. Like I think he's gonna consistently get better, and even like him going to like if he goes to play with Spain, like in Spain with Real Madrid, like that their style of play too is very attacking, very like they always find that number 9. Like he's gonna break records over there too.
Oh yeah. And I think he's the perfect replacement for Benzema in that regard of just like banging in goals and even hold up play and stuff like that. Like it's literally the perfect replacement.
The biggest thing, obviously, again, like Per said, is the longevity part. If he can do it, but I also think it's where he like the moves he makes. Like obviously we all know like that next move's probably gonna be Real Madrid just because of age and everything. It makes the most sense. It's just after that where he goes, because like if he comes to like a Serie A, I think he'll do good, but then. No, I don't think he'll be getting to go to as many goals.
Nobody will be able to afford him, man.
Oh no, yeah.
Unless you don't know free.
But you don't know where Serie A will be at that point. We're either going to be
bankrupt
and playing barely playing guys, or we're going to be like Super League money and can have fun.
It's more like the latter that we're bankrupt. But
yeah, I know, but. It's. I think that kind of depends where he ends up going, but I can see him too, like staying longer at City and like going to Madrid and then staying there for like the majority of his career. I think he's
gonna spend
as long as City keeps playing the way they're playing, they're competing for trophies, competing for everything. I don't see him going anywhere. He's gonna be getting paid. He's gonna be happy.
But then
his dad played there too, so it's a little bit of like nostalgia. That's like, oh yeah.
But that also comes down to like, I mean, City's not doing the greatest this year. I mean, they're still in second, but I mean, they're dropping some stupid points.
Yeah, but also who saw that Arsenal would be fucking Invincibles Part 2? Thomas Partey's apparently Patrick Vieira's son. Odegaard is playing out of his skin. He's like a modern-day Cesc Fabregas, had a child with Samir Nasri.
But you always saw that in Odegaard, that he had that potential to be a star.
Remember when I made that claim that he was like Iniesta and everybody got mad at me?
Stupid.
Yeah, but when you see a lot of things,
remember when he was being compared to Halilovic? Like, who's gonna be better?
Yeah,
Halilovic is just playing where now?
I don't even know, man. I remember we did that little series of like forgotten talents.
Milan signed them at one point.
Yeah, number one forgotten talent is when I had to hear Joe talk about Iturbi for like I don't even remember how long.
Dude,
the next Messi.
We got him from Juve.
This kid's gonna be a stud, a superstar.
Dude. I used to buy that guy in FIFA career mode all the time from Porto. He was an animal. He would bury everything, fast as lightning, unreal feet. When I heard that Roma bought him, I'm like, buddy, we're on the up.
Yeah,
we're getting that. We're getting the next best thing. This is basically Messi.
Way too excited.
Then this guy tears his ACL. He's like, yeah, I'm not getting surgery. I'll be fine. Tears it again. Tears it a third time. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna go play in Paraguay.
Sounds like a Zaniolo story.
Yeah, I was going to say. Like, kind of sounds familiar. But I think Zaniolo's trying to get that. He's trying to get that move before that third ACL tear.
Poor thing.
He doesn't want that third ACL tear, and then it's going to kind of fuck up his whole career.
Do you think Haaland beats the record this year? I feel like this is a no-brainer.
Oh,
You're both going to say yes.
Yeah.
The record is 34 goals, 34? And it was 34. Alan Shearer and somebody else. I can't remember the other guy's name. But that was under a different season format. I think there was there was like 2 more games or something like that.
He's at 25 now. He destroys that.
And then I was going to say
in 19.
I think he's got another 2 hat-tricks left in him this season.
Oh yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That's such a scary thing. 25 goals.
Some people are going to say like, yeah, I think he's got another like 2-3 goals. No, I think he's got another 2-3 hat-tricks. You know what I mean?
I'm not even
like he's just on his own.
And he's on penalty shot duty. Like he's
definitely he's a machine. The 34, I think, is gonna be like he's not just gonna beat it. Like I think he's gonna destroy. He's gonna destroy it and bring that number a lot higher.
Dude, I honestly think he might hit like 40s.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna set like a new norm that like hitting 30 goals isn't even that impressive.
In the
Prem, and then he's just gonna look at you and say, "Oh, I sleep with all my balls. You know, they're my girlfriends." Shut up.
Dude, that's what I mean. Like, dude, like he's 22, and like he's doing this. If he continues to do this, to get close to like Ronaldo's numbers, he's gonna have to be putting up 40, 50 goals a season.
I remember I read like a stat before where it was saying like for anyone to catch Ronaldo's record, They have to be scoring I think it was 60-something plus goals a year from 18 years old or something like that. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Rumor has it Haaland read that and said, okay.
Challenge accepted. Yeah, dude, I don't know. This guy's actually he just scores. I hate it. Stopped. I don't know what's going on.
His positioning, his movements.
But then you see he has that one bad game. Not even bad game. It's just he didn't score, and maybe he looked a little bit off. Next game scores a hat trick. That's
25
goals. Even when that's the type of player he has.
Yeah, because when you hear him talk, you see how competitive he is just with himself.
Yeah,
that's what I mean.
What was he saying when he was in Germany? When he just look at what Lewandowski was doing and just have to be better.
Oh yeah.
He's always pushing himself just to be the best. To be better.
He wanted to be the best in the league. He wanted to pass Lewandowski. He wanted to push himself like that.
Lewandowski or Haaland?
Right now?
Okay, right now
Haaland right now.
But you can't compare these older players to these younger players. At least I can't. I can never do that.
Even if you look at Lewandowski's career and then we'll wait 10 years and we'll look at Haaland's career so far, I would still take Haaland.
Yeah, but you don't know how it's gonna you know
what
I mean?
I'd still take Haaland with right now.
Yeah.
With Lewandowski in his prime.
I would take
Haaland's just built different, man.
I would take Dybala over all of them, but what do I know?
No.
What do I know?
Joe, shut up. Joe, Haaland, he's going to be the best.
No, he's not.
He's going to win at least four Ballon d'Ors.
I feel like Haaland and Mbappe are literally Messi, Ronaldo type of story where
it is.
Haaland is hard work pays off. This is what you get with hard work. Ronaldo. Messi is that God-given talent, that natural ability with certain things. That's Mbappe. Now, I'm not saying Mbappe is going to be as good as Messi. I think Mbappe is a fraud. But
no, but you can't even say that because you don't know how much hard work Mbappe puts in.
I just don't like Mbappe because of that whole Real Madrid deal. How he dicked everybody around, still lives rent free in my head.
But do you not? He's French. He's from France. He's gonna want to stay with his home club. That's an Italian.
He's gonna want to get.
Look at Totti, dude. Look at Francesco Totti. You want to talk about loyal this, passion this, and then you're gonna want to do. You're gonna say something about him when Totti did the same thing.
Hold on. You can't compare.
Wait,
what are you talking about? It's not.
There's one difference though. When Real Madrid went to Totti and they were interested, Totti said, "Thank you, but I cannot leave my lady." Yeah. He didn't do no dicking around.
He said, "You don't leave your family for a rich stranger family or something like that."
And now Mbappe
said, "I would cheat on my wife. I would cheat on my wife 1,000,000 times, but I would never cheat on my team."
Mbappe would cheat on everybody.
Yeah.
He's a dog.
With literally everybody, because he's kind of dating both sides of the field.
PSG?
Who Mbappe? He's part owner.
I don't know if that's actually true. I want to try to figure that out and look into it. I don't, man. There's no way as a 22-year-old this man has
he fire the coach. I heard he could fire the coach if he wanted.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, that's too fucked.
Yeah. It's not that I don't think he can't personally go to the coach, say you're fired, and go and just do that. But I feel
like he could walk upstairs and be like, "Hey,
he can go to the board."
Imagine he gets subbed out, goes straight up to Master. Hey, that guy.
And say I'm not happy with him. I think we could do better, and kind of make a suggestion. And if they agree with him, they'll do it.
Yeah.
But I don't think he can just go to him and say you're fired. I'll be like, what do you mean?
I don't know, man.
What do you mean?
You're running sprints today. I'm doing what?
I want you to train harder today. Yeah, for sure. Loser. But on that note, guys, thank you for listening to us. See, I just end it now. There's no way to transition to
Joe wants to take my job too now from me. He wants to take everything from me.
I'm timekeeper, this
guy. They take the league takes away 15 points, and now he wants to take away this too. Unbelievable. Honestly,
you're leaving me with nothing.
I'm one of the people that Roma got a Rolex watch, so I can tell the time.
Joe, fuck off.
We're all done here, guys.
On that note, guys,
see you later. Don't talk to you anymore.
Thank you guys for listening. If you haven't already, don't forget to follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at Ultras11. Marco, thank you for coming today.
Follow Marco and just message him.
Yeah,
and just belittle him.
Say what's up, Marco.
Yeah, just
send him what's up.
Just a friendly hello, Marco. How was your day today?
At Marco.Perricone.
Is that actually his name?
I don't even remember. I'm gonna have to double check.
I don't think Perricone's on Instagram.
Instagram.
Regardless.
All right, guys. We'll see you next week. Ciao.
Ciao.